Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to really quickly and really easily extend your wireless network. And we're going to be using this TP-Link AC1200 Wi-Fi router. It's called the Archer C50. So here I am actually in my mother-in-law's house today, and she's got dead zones on her main floor because her main wireless is on the lower level where I am right now. So I'm going to fix that for her with this, and this one in particular because it's got a mode on it right here, which is an extender mode that's super easy to set up, super easy. And also for cost, this is like $40 Canadian. There's other methods we could use, but because of the simplicity of this and the price along with it, this seemed like a really good fit. So I'm going to show you how to do this, how to extend your wireless network into your dead zones right now. Let's go. So here I am in my mother-in-law's kitchen, and I'm going to show you my other phone. So you can see I'm connected to this network here, but my signal is very low. So this is pretty much a dead zone, and this is what we're trying to fix with our extended network. So we've got our laptop ready to go so we can do our little programming that we have to do. And here's our TP-Link. We've got a network plugged in straight from one of the LAN ports on the back, not the WAN port, the LAN port, right into the back of our laptop. And once we plug in the power and turn it on, we'll be good to just leave this back here and do what we need to do. Okay, so here we are in the interface, brand new, never been touched. And we need to step through some initial things. We'll just set up a quick password. And once we're in, this next part is actually really simple. You're going to go to operation mode and you're going to choose range extender and then save. Now it'll do a quick reboot, and once it does, we can actually scan for our existing network and choose it and our broadcast ID right from the selection. Once the device is rebooted, it will hold on to the password you set so you can log in. And now we can quickly look at the operation mode, and we are in fact in range extender. Now, the next thing that you should do is go to network, and I've set this to static IP, and I've chosen a subnet that is not the same as the one we're going to be using with our main wireless. So our main wireless is 192.168.1.1. So I'm going to do a subnet of .0.1. That way, if I plug hardwire into this router at any point, I can get back into this configuration panel and change things if I need to, without having to try and access it some other way. So now that we know this is the way we want it to be, we come over to our wireless. Now we're going to enable, and this is where you need to know what your SSID of your main system is. So we're going to do a scan, and we can see our main one right here. If it doesn't come up right away, you may have to do a refresh. And if you're working with a weak signal, which is why we're doing this in the first place, you may in fact have to do a refresh to find it. But here it is, so we're going to click connect, and it pulls over the name of the SSID, pulls over the MAC address, which we can lock to it if we want, but we don't need to. It pulls over the security factor, and now we can put in the password, which I already know. This is a temporary password. And then we click save. Now the next thing we want to do is go over to our extended network tab, and this is where we're going to tell it to use the same SSID. So we're going to copy the SSID from the original. That way, as you move from room to room, your network just changes on your devices. You don't have to be joining another network. And we're going to change the extended password to the same password as our original, again for the same reason, so things don't have to connect to a new network and you're not entering some kind of new credentials each time you move from room to room. And then we'll save it. And then as soon as it's saved, we're going to do the exact same things we just did, but for the 5 gigahertz. In this case, I'm not going to bother scanning, because I know what the actual SSID is. I'm just going to type it in. And in this case, because this is our 5G network, it just ends with a 5G. I don't need the MAC address, it doesn't matter. I know it's the same security, so I'm gonna pull that in, and it's the same password. Save. And then go to our extended network, copy the SSID, change our extended password to the same, and hit save. And that's it. Now that we've taken these steps, we have successfully extended our network. So now that we've completed our setup, let's have a look in our dead zone and see what our signal looks like now. You can see here I am connected to the same network I was before, and this time full bars. Awesome. Mission successful. So look at that. It can be pretty quick, it can be pretty simple, and it can be pretty cheap to set up an extender to cover the dead zones on your network. I hope this video was useful or just plain entertaining. And if it was either of those things, please be sure to like and share and subscribe. You know, all the normal stuff. And remember, we're now on Patreon. So if you want to help out the channel that way, you can. Until we see you here again on Quick and Easy Quickies, thanks for watching.